Did you ever go to bed thinking the worst is over? After all, tomorrow is another day. But for the long past 12 months, I went to bed every day wishing it could be more like yesterday. Because things were going from bad to worse on a daily basis. Every day waking up to more bad news. 2020 may have passed, but a better tomorrow still seemed to be far in the horizon. How do you feel confined to your home? Traveling can cost your health, our life, or your freedom. I mean, if you break the quarantine law, you may really end up losing your freedom. Going out is a term we used in the past. But most of us still hope we can wake to find the nightmare is over. You may call that wishful thinking. Actually, many of us lived on this wishful thinking. That really gave us something to look forward to. That thinking could be the reason some areas quickened on meeting restrictions, mask mandate, and curfew. Some of these decisions did give people back the freedom they desperately needed, but some caused new waves of infection. Like Brazil, the world's fifth largest and sixth most populous country, ranking ninth in GDP. It is led by tough guy Jair Bolsonaro. President Bolsonaro graduated from the military academy, retired as a captain, was an outspoken congressman for 27 years before winning the presidential election in 2018. He has been a long-time supporter and thus a close ties with the USA. He has filled many key positions with many Army officers. His first year as president was marked with many controversies, but Brazil's economy recovered when the crime rate fell sharply. In 2019, he left his Social Liberal Party, rolled back protections for indigenous groups in the Amazon rainforest, and facilitated its destruction through deforestation. And he has called COVID, quote, just a little flu. He rejected a nationwide lockdown. Of course, not everyone in Brazil is his fan, but he called the state governors imposing lockdowns tyrants. In early 2020, the position made him look not only like a tough guy, but also a smart guy. As the Brazilians lived relatively uninterrupted lives, while Asia and Europe were going through a COVID bloodbath. Even on April 30th, 2020, Brazil reported only 85,385 total cases. On that day, the USA had 1,119,719. Italy had 205,449, and Spain had 231,531. Brazilians liked Bolsonaro, at least in 2019 and early 2020, until COVID turned against Brazil. Bolsonaro did not change. He downplayed the pandemic, opposed quarantine measures, fired 2 health ministers, even when the death toll increased rapidly. By the end of May 2020, the cases had climbed to 514,849. June 30, 1,408,485. July 31, 2020, 2,666,298. August 31, 3,910,901. September 30, 4,813,586. October 31, 5,535,605. November 30th, 6,336,278. December 31, 2020, 7,675,973. January 31, 2021, 9,273,731. February 28, 2021, 10,551,259. And finally, March 31, 2021, 12,753,258. During this rapid rise, he turned down opportunities to buy millions of vaccine doses and said the Pfizer jab may, quote, turn people into crocodiles. He said people should stop whining. So his popularity sank. You can't blame the voters. Brazil reported its first COVID death on March 17, 2020, but lost 194,976 lives to COVID by December 31, 2020. The number skyrocketed to 321,886 in the first 3 months of 2021. Despite President Bolsonaro's objections on lockdowns, most states did come up with their own quarantine measures when cases started to spike in the spring of 2020. Brazil banned air travelers to Brazil on March 27, 2020. However, cases and deaths still continued, but things could be even worse if nothing had been done. Although Brazil's numbers kept on getting worse in 2020, it did not get too much attention outside of Brazil because people were speechless on the even faster spread in other parts of the world, like the USA, like Mexico, like the UK's second wave. If you compare Brazil's chart with that of the world's, you will realize COVID never stopped its grab on us. But we just can't give in. On December the 8th, 2020, a Brit got the first COVID vaccine. Then USA followed. The cases and deaths in USA and UK started to drop quickly when the vaccine took its effects against the virus. However, there's little change on the world's COVID chart. It is still a rising line. Why? Because European nations, India, and Brazil quickly picked up where the USA and the UK left off. Just as vaccine after vaccine got approved and rolled out to the markets, the UK's virus variant now spread through the Atlantic and then the Pacific to all over the world, while a new variant in South Africa, which has shown resiliency to some vaccines, is also spreading. Mexico's death rate climbed over 10%, while Poland's jumped quickly on the chart in both case and death. Brazil reported 97,586 new cases on 3/25/2021. The next day, March 26, it reported daily deaths of 3,600, both setting new records. In the next 10 days, total deaths jumped from 307,326 to 331,353 on April 5, 2021. That means 2,600 people die every day. The situation did not get any better when daily death hit another record on 4/6 with 4,211 deaths, followed by April 7th's 3,733 and April 8th, 2021's 4,190. Because the new case number seemed to hold steady, this means the fatality rate is getting really, really bad. There are reports about a new, more contagious Brazilian variant. Could this be the reason? Can we do something about it? 4 months ago, I asked Master One to send healing energy to Liechtenstein. when I saw him getting awards from the Chinese Medicine Association for his contributions in Chinese medicine. Although he successfully passed 17 tests and proved that he can kill 99.77% hepatitis B virus in 10 minutes remotely, he never tried to fight COVID-19. I can't say if his energy helped, but I can tell you after the energy worked from 12-12-20 to 12-20-20, Liechtenstein's COVID problem disappeared. Then I asked him to help Mexico. Starting on 2/8/2021 until 4/6/2021, Mexico's COVID cases and death dropped over 66%. You can say that's pure luck because I can't dispute on that. But you can't say I made it up, because I have the emails, the video clips, the daily numbers, and the names of the hospitals. I know he worked very hard trying to help people in Mexico. I know the number seems unbelievable, but I would rather believe the goodwill sent helped, because I will now ask Master Juan to send energy to help people in Brazil. Why Brazil? Because with the staggering deaths, Brazil's COVID death rate is approaching 5%, while India, despite its huge recent increase, is still only at 1.3%. Plus, if we can reduce the infections or deaths in Brazil, we may slow the spread of the variant, which will help not only Brazilians, but everyone on the planet Earth. To people who are laughing, please don't. Unless you want to laugh at every churchgoer and every candlelight vigil. Don't call this witchcraft unless you want to call every Chinese medicine practitioner a witch. He would not have been awarded with multiple Chinese medicine awards if people did not consider his healing a part of Chinese medicine. Will our work work? I don't know. Check the internet news on Brazil's numbers. It may take a while for us to turn the tide around. But if we don't try, who will? Hopefully we can wake up to a better tomorrow. This is Ken Peters. Thank you for watching.